Wow, small steps to giant leaps. That is the theme this week, Tony. And this is really a milestone anniversary for CI Week.
It is 10 years. I mean, it's been a kind of a long journey, so to speak. What's kind of ironic is that our very first year, year one, we only had one speaker.
You did?
We had a whole lot of keynotes, or a whole lot of breakout sessions taught by DMACC faculty. Then we had one keynote session that was Alan Bean, fourth man to walk on the moon.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So Alan spoke twice, and then we've grown from that to where we are today.
How about that? And why is it so important to bring in some of these folks to speak to everybody?
You know, I've always been a believer that the best way to inspire people is through storytelling. And there's something unique about seeing somebody and hearing their story live and in person. It's kind of like a song on the radio. You hear a song on the radio, and it's like, yeah, I like the song, but when you see them in concert, now you have a direct emotional connection to that to the song now, and you remember and you recall it better.
Yeah.
So when you hear somebody's story live, you know, in person, it makes a much more impactful, you know, kind of a guide for your life. And I will tell you, anecdotally, we've had so many stories of people whose this has changed their life one way or another.
Wow, incredible. And you mentioned seeing somebody and talk about what they are going to be speaking about, see them in person. Folks, you had a chance to meet the guy that had that video, that created that video. Will Keeps was here yesterday talking about that. He spoke yesterday. He's speaking a little bit later on this week as well. We'll show you that. But that really does make a difference, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it directly impacts people's lives. One case in point, again, this happens to be another space example. We have a lot more than just space, but a few years ago we had Cassie Lee. She's an engineer at SpaceX. Now she's at Vulcan Space Systems with Paul Allen's company.
Okay.
She's a West Des Moines Valley grad. And she went off and became an aerospace engineer, and she's a wonderful person, and she spoke about her career and her path. And we had a young lady in the audience who was in high school, senior, had no idea what she wanted to do. She had no idea she could even be an aerospace engineer. And when she heard Cassie speak, that inspired her, and now she went to college and became one.
That's
thereafter.
awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to be speaking and inspiring people a little later on today, right?
I'm doing a luncheon talk today at noon. It's the only talk we have today, but I'm doing a talk on the secret to achieving anything great.
Okay, so that's on the game plan here today. A little after lunchtime, a little after noon is when this gets underway. So this is going to be the warm-up act, so to speak, for the main event coming up this week. And folks, it is so cool that we're celebrating 50 years of the Apollo program, and we have a couple of Apollo astronauts joining us in studio right now. And we're going to go. We'll go in order of when the capsule's launched. Okay, so Apollo 7. Okay, Al's pointing over the wall. Apollo 7 is what we're talking about first. And as an added bonus, folks, how cool is it that we can say an Iowan is in our realm, is in our midst? And Walt Cunningham, thank you so much for being here.
I'm proud of being an Iowan, but I didn't escape Iowa until I was about 7 years old.
But you were born. Tell everybody where you're born.
I was born in Creston, Iowa, and I was the first Iowan that flew in space. And the other day I was checking to see, well, who else? Because I knew there were some others. And you've had, I think, 6 people from Iowa now have flown in space.
That have been up into space.
Well, a lot of years have passed, you know.
Well, a couple.
Well, the 50th anniversary of our mission, that was 6 months ago.
Right, that was back in what, October?
October.
Okay,
yeah.
and what a celebration that was, and we believe we have some footage of that flight that everybody talked about. And you said that really this was the third attempt of getting a man in space in the Apollo program.
Well, yes, and it's hard for people to kind of understand because that's not what comes out about it. But we were on what was going to be Apollo 2, and we were working with a contractor, and we had the schedule delayed so much that after 7 months, they canceled Apollo 2. Then we became the backup on Apollo 1. And 3 months later, that crew died in a fire on the pad. And so we then inherited that mission. And the thing it's kind of interesting is how long it took to be the first launch, first off of it.
Wow, and talk about groundbreaking activities that you did. You spent a lot of time up there. How many miles did you log up in that first trip that you went, that test drive, so to speak?
Oh, well, first that was 11 days. For a while, it was the longest Apollo mission, but then we've had several missions that were longer than that. But I calculated one time that at 50 cents a mile, it would have been $4.5 million.
So that's a nice little ride.
Well, I also calculated how much I really earned because I went to work for NASA at $13,050 a year, and when I left there 8 years later, I was all the way up to $25,000.
Wow! So it's a lucrative business, huh? Yeah.
And at 10 cents during the flight, I calculated, and I made $660.
Isn't that amazing to travel that much and be such a landmark in history, in space history?
Well, I'm glad that I had a small piece to play in it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I was trying to make things ready for Al.
Well, and Al had a chance to go up again. Al, your flight again, Apollo 15 is what we're talking about here, and you were the command module pilot, correct?
Right. Correct.
Okay, and that was in 1970. Walt, yours was in 68, and so yours was in 71.
3 years later. Right.
Three years later. And,
Right.
And this was a really one that stands out too from a lot of the other Apollo flights too, because you had the first deep spacewalk. Is that right?
Well, there were a lot of things that were first on my flight. I think primarily we carried a lot of extra equipment that had never been carried before. We carried a lunar rover.
Right.
The little electric car they had on the surface.
Okay.
And we carried a scientific instrument module into lunar orbit that I used during the orbital phase, the 3 years that I was there, or 3 days I was there by myself, to photograph the moon and remotely sense the surface of the moon. So there was a lot of firsts on our flight, a lot of things that we did.
Now, at this time, is that you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is you.
Yeah.
Okay. And but you were also considered one of the longest isolated humans too. Is that correct?
Well, I've never.
Back then.
Well, they say that. I have here's a good one for you. I have a Guinness World Record for being the most isolated man in history.
That's
right?
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, and that was at the moon. I have a Guinness record for doing the first deep space EVA or spacewalk. Mm-hmm. A world record for doing something at the moon, and I have a hard time reconciling that sometimes, but that's the way the world goes.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's going to be like when we go to Mars. Are we going to call it world records?
Yeah. You may have.
You never know.
You may have to. It's universe records.
Yeah.
Guinness Universe records.
You won't be around to.
Oh no, we won't be around for that.
Well, you think it's that far away? You think?
Oh, yes.
Going there is that far away?
Oh yes.
We got a lot of problems to solve to get to Mars.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Big, huge problem. Radiation.
I never thought about radiation.
We get outside the Earth-Moon complex itself.
Right.
On the way to Mars, we're going to be totally exposed to solar energy, and in the Earth-Moon system, we're not. We've got some protection.
Yeah.
But when we go out to Mars, it's going to be full blast solar radiation.
I've never even.
And they're going to have to figure out.
They're
going to have to figure out a way to mitigate
to
that.
shield from that.
Well,
to shield from that.
today, the way they talk about it, they don't even bring up that, and they talk about going there in 5 or 6 years. Not going to happen. We also, in my opinion, have had the best unmanned exploration of another body.
Correct.
By far. I mean, we know so much more about Mars than we ever knew about the moon when these guys went to the moon.
That's amazing. So it's a lot farther off than we think. That's the bottom
And it's a
line.
real question.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Now, we do have some commercial companies that are talking about sending hordes of people to Mars.
Right.
I
busloads of people. Yeah.
I think the people who run those companies should be here for CI Week.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's
I think they need a bite of reality.
Yeah. Again, Al Warden is joining us here in Apollo 15. Walt Cunningham, Apollo 7, and you guys are going to be speaking tomorrow. This is part of the CI Week presentation as we're celebrating 50 years of the Apollo program. Look at all these folks that are up there. Tony, tell us who else is going to be there.
Well, we have Fred Hayes, who was part of Apollo 13, and of course, if you saw the movie, you're familiar with Fred. He was played by Bill Paxton in the movie, the late Bill Paxton. And of course, we have Jerry Griffin. He was a flight director at NASA for the Apollo missions as well. And so we can get the mission control side of the perspective.
That is awesome. All right, now let's run through some of the other things that are going on tomorrow too. Just to let you know about CI Week and all the other things that are here. We also have a cryptocurrency expert that's going to be speaking as well. That'll be tomorrow.
Right. Brian is a disruptive technologies guy. I mean, all this stuff is going to be changing our world in the future.
Okay, editor-in-chief for Entrepreneur Magazine is going to be here. We saw Roy on the video. He's going to be here, celebrity chef. We continue on with some of the other things that are going on. Apollo 50, we just saw information about that. Director of photography at Pixar going to be in town.
Yeah, she's been involved in all their big hit cartoons or animated movies, I should say.
Yeah, we got a concert at 5 o'clock, which is cool. Randy Zuckerberg, how cool is that? That's going to be at 6 o'clock. And this is all happening tomorrow over at the DMACC West campus. And then on Thursday, we have some things that are going on too. Tell us about those.
Well, Tahir Rahman is a psychiatrist, a professor of psychiatry. He wrote a book, We Came in Peace for All Mankind, where the book focuses on the little Silicon on disc that the Apollo 11 crew left on the moon.
Wow. Okay. And then Will, we talked to him. He'll be speaking one more time. First local guy that's a keynote speaker at the event as well. Lynn Cox there, endurance swimmer.
Lynn's done some amazing. She's 60 swims around the world, and she swam the Bering Strait between Alaska and the Soviet Union back in the day.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, she swam the Strait of Magellan. She swam the English Channel twice. Set the world record faster than men. She's incredible.
And speaking of something that's incredible, remember we just got done talking about the great movies that were created around the Apollo program. First Man, going to have the person responsible for that, the author and co-producer of First Man. And then, you guys like ice cream? You too, Alan?
Of course.
Walt? All right.
Yes.
Well, Jerry's going to be here serving ice cream.
And he's bringing ice cream.
Yeah, he's bringing ice cream.
Bringing ice cream.
Jerry from Ben and Jerry's fame is going to be there. Now, if people want to get more information about what's going on for CI Week,
CIWeekExperience.com.
okay, that's simple.
Simple.
That works.
Everything's there.
You guys are heroes. I know you guys were a little embarrassed when we called you superheroes earlier. But,
We don't know how to fly.
but yes, you do.
You got to be a flyer to be a superhero.
Well, you guys flew before anybody else flew. Before superheroes were superheroes. Thank you for everything.
Only about a
It's our
third.
pleasure.
Only about a third of those today are pilots.
Really,
You don't have to be a pilot anymore.
you don't.
Yeah.
Just a good scientist.
Well, you guys are awesome people, and it's on right too.
Well,
Al,
thank you.
Shake your hand.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
be here.
Very
Thank
nice
you very
to meet
much.
Walt, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Awesome to meet folks, Apollo astronauts in studio with us, and Dr. Tony. For everything
Thank
you
you.
do. Thank you
Appreciate it.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Folks, CI Week, the 10th anniversary this week at the West Campus. You'll want to check it out. Tony, that website one more time?
CIWeekExperience.com.
That works. Don't go